We have another interesting video edition here, and this is the guy we're gonna be dealing with here. Who is this guy, by the way? Where is it coming from? Is it Tijuana? Is it Miami or Texas? I live in Texas. Or is it coming from California? California. Where is it coming from? Is it Ohio? Is it Louisiana? Is it Los Angeles? Angel City. How many of you guys are coming from Los Angeles? Are you coming from Los Angeles? Okay, let's go to it, guys. I'm just a little bit excited. The rain is about falling. We have a very good blue sky. And you can see how blue it is. Oh my gosh, that was a cap. That doesn't look like a blue sky. Damn. Okay guys, let me flip over here. So this guy here is a charge regulator. A lot of you guys might not know this guy because most of the times it doesn't knock too much before it doesn't seek permission before it's snapping and come like a thief in your house. What? Did you just say a thief in a house? In your car. That's better, a little bit better. Please stop messing with my head. So it's very important for you to actually know what it does, how it does his own shitty show, how it does his own good. You know, this life is kind of like two choices. You have the bad, you have the ugly, you have the worst. But you know something, right? Most of these things there, before they start giving some sort of a shitty show, before they start telling you we ain't going nowhere, they gossip a lot. You need to tell them this shit gossips a lot, man. They gossip. Start to hurt your plans, start to create a disruption and be disrespectful. It has mentioned a lot of symptoms. And you might mistake it for some other things. And there he goes again. That isn't symptoms, buddy. That was gossip. That was gossip. It wasn't any symptoms, guys. Go and do more expensive replacement at the end. It doesn't work. So, where would you find this guy here? Let's go to Louisiana and see if we can find it, or in Belarus. Louisiana, I'm coming right there, baby. When are we going to Los Angeles, by the way? Please do not off this video right now because I'm Los Angeles. I'm coming, definitely. Here is where we can find this guy. This is a charge regulator, and for obvious reason, this is another one. This is for the Jetta. This doesn't look good. That place doesn't look like Louisiana. It doesn't look like Los Angeles. I thought he said we're going to Los Angeles. So this is where it's often located. And what does it do to your car? Take the charge regulator, some sort of a charger for your iPhone. My gosh, you just said iPhone. You use charge regulator to charge iPhone? Oh, I'm done. Now you make me mad. You make me real mad. How the hell do you charge a charge regulator using an iPhone? I don't know what he's talking about, but I think he's making a lot of sense. You know, your iPhone charger can actually, if you're plugged to electricity, right, with your iPhone charger, if you unplug it, you can actually find a wire like armored cable and connect it to your earphone. Kids, be advised, do not try this at home. He just told you to use an armored cable to charge your iPhone. It's gonna be dead. It's gonna be dead. But listen to him. It's making a lot of sense. Your iPhone. But you know the problem there. Your iPhone might not make it alive. And that is why you have your charger there. The charger regulates the power and minimize it, just reduce it to the acceptable range that your iPhone can actually carry. Reduce that 140 or 115 or 220 to 5 volts acceptable range. That is actually true. So that's exactly what it does. When these stuff here have a lot of power, so this guy have to regulate it to 14.7, in some case 13.7. That's actually going to be charging this battery. Now what happens when this guy dies? Most often times when the charge regulator dies, a lot of people actually confuse it that the alternator is dead. Did you just say iPhone died? Oh please, when are we going to the burial? Reserve some cappuccino right there. I'm coming there. And one of the first symptoms you're going to be noticing when these guys start having a problem, you're going to be having a battery light popping at your dashboard. Yeah. Having a lot of headaches, some running stomach, some nausea. What the hell am I saying? Oh, sorry, that wasn't meant for this video. It's for the other video, please. It was for the other. And when you start seeing the barrel light flashing on your dashboard, you're gonna be feeling, oh, a lot of you guys are gonna be feeling, oh, I have a bad alternator. Now that's the first symptoms. You're gonna be seeing a barrel light dashboard, but technically speaking, that doesn't mean that your alternator is bad. Just told you that alternator is not bad. Who is bad? Okay, Michael Jackson is bad. Maybe Snapfix is bad. Maybe Wesley Snipes is bad. But someone gotta be bad, man. Someone gotta be bad. There is every 90% chance that this is the guy who is creating that nightmare. So you gotta go ahead and arrest it. Tell them clear, you are under arrest. Anything you didn't say will be used against you in the court of law. So you better start talking. So nothing will be used against you. You don't need a warrant to do that, guys. I have given you all the powers you need to go and arrest this guy. So this could act this, in my experience, vast experience, is where to go, which I make on my YouTube channel, your Snapfix. I'm gonna be giving you free information to solve your car problem, and in return, you're gonna help me grow my channel by subscribing, sharing, and turning your notification bell icon. Right? You know I do a lot of work here, sharing my hardcore information, what I've got from fixing cars over 10 years experience with you to fix your car for free, and I meant every word I say. So you're liable to ask me questions as long as you are active subscriber and a subscriber in my YouTube channel. But I want this to be like a family thing, all right? And you help me grow my YouTube channel, share with your friends, and I help you fix your car. I hope that's a very good deal, right? Okay guys, it's quite raining outside right now, so I'm right inside my car, and I want to go on with the video so I show you more things. Now while we go on, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to use a multimeter, depend on the make, the basic needs, what you need to actually know on multimeter. I'm also going to be teaching you guys about this sensor here, a lot of sensor, the vehicle outputs speed shaft sensor, what they do in your car. So let's go back to the original topic. And where is this guy here? There is no need for you to hide, guy. I got you. So here, most problem you start having with your car when you start seeing battery light flashing is this guy. So it has a tendency to make it flash. The next thing, what is the next symptoms of a bad charge regulator? The next symptoms of a bad charge regulator is your car suddenly die on the road. How does it do that? When a charge regulator dies or is failing, it will, I think I didn't give you the orientation very well. I need to feed you more about this guy so you know it. This guy doesn't only charge your battery. Alright? We're here to learn, right? And I'm gonna give you the best of it if we're here to learn. So this guy here doesn't only charge your battery, it also supplies the interior utilities of power. So for any reason that this guy goes bad, there is a whole lot that's going to be happening, and that's what I'm going to be teaching you in this video. So stay put and don't skip. You might find it could be this cheap part that you need to replace instead of going a whole lot of, and it can create a whole lot of nightmare. So it supplies the system utilities, and also in the next video I'm also going to teach you some other ways you can be able to test this guy here and some other things you need to know about it. So let's go back into the video. So the next symptoms which I was talking about before I diverted into teaching you some other things you need to know about this very charge regulator is your car shuts off in the middle of nowhere. This guy has the tendency of doing that. How does it do that? When it doesn't charge your battery as it's supposed to, and it's going up and down, it's like when you're asking a girl out and she's not saying yes, she's not saying no, and when she says yes, it means no. When she says no, it means yes. This is what this guy does. It's unstable. It's not bringing the constant acceptable threshold voltage which it has been designed to do, or current which it has been designed to pass into the system. So when it does that, it could give very little, and if you give little, let's say like it gives around 12 volts or 11 volts. That power is given right there can only use to sustain your system utilities, but it's not enough to charge the battery. Now, when it goes lower than that, there are some system electrical electronics are designed that if they go below some certain range, it should shut down the car. So that is where this guy create a mess, and the system will shut down when it starts going below that threshold parameter. Now, the next symptoms of a bad charge regulator. Here he goes again. That isn't symptoms, buddy. That was gossip. That was gossip. It wasn't any symptoms, guys. Is if you try to use a multimeter to check the voltage range within your car and you're getting anything above 14.7 volts and you're getting 16 or 17, you have a bad charge regulator. You need to replace it. It's not a bad alternator. Now, with that said, if you also use